being summoned. What happened in this town? What could be making things like this? I have a feeling if I take the elevator down, I'll find it. Cheryl.
That was a shame.
Oh, that. I'm very confused. Oh, it's muted now.
I'm very confused.
Oh.
It's me.
It wasn't fucking on. Ah! See, this. What the fuck? Fucking thing. Okay, let's try that again, shall we? Good evening and hello.
Hello.
Fuck's sake. Oh, what a great start.
Is it working?
It is now working, yes. We are here once again for some Silent Hills. I am joined, although I suppose that does spare them the loud noises, because I am obviously joined by my wonderful Paige.
Hello.
And also with PP running around madly in the background, although she was shouting a moment ago. So.
Chasing plastic.
Oh, good. So you guys have been spared that noise. Oh, there's just no sound going from it. That's fine. God damn it. There we go. This is just not a great start. And we just had a very fascinating conversation about vampires in Gilead, because Paige has been watching Handmaid's Tale and asked the rather fascinating, the birdcage is locked. Rather fascinating question of like what would a vampire do in Gilead, and now I want that story.
It's probably fun.
Yeah, quite likely there is, but then positing the concept of would the vampire be a handmaid or just a passive observer? Of
Could be like a handmaid aunt or something.
Yeah, or Martha.
Yeah.
Martha vampire.
I guess like the most stereotypical one would be like a handmaid eye, so that would be like, I mean, like a vampire eye, you know, like one of those spies and stuff. But like, because it just would be easier for them to do that, I suppose. But like, it'd be kind of a boring thing to make them, I think.
Or would it be easy? Because like, because like if they did the whole wolf thing, people were like, "There's a wolf over there. There are no dogs here. That must be a vampire."
What about that?
Or bats. Yeah, well, there's no animals in general, so it's just like
Yeah.
the word phaleg is carved on the door. Yes. I suppose better briefly actually get on topic of this as well. So, obviously we're back with some Silent Hills. Hopefully this will be the last one. I say hopefully only because, like, this is the end game. As you can tell, we're in a place called Nowhere, which is basically a mishmash of everything, which is how we've managed to go from hospital to the just a wall. There was a hole here, but it's gone now. To the antique shop basement. What else was I gonna say? So yes, I fully intended to play some more of this yesterday. Unfortunately, that was not on the cards. Paige and I had made some plans, and then of course it was all ruined by power cuts. So that was fun. Old clock. There's a square hole in the centre of the clock. hands of the clock. It's a key. Can't get to it because the glass cover. But yeah, this is the end game for this, and oh, hello. You weren't there before, were you? Peanut, what you
Peanut.
doing?
Peanut, what are you doing?
There's another one. I can smell it.
Do you like minstrels in like fantasy though? Because I really don't like them.
I'm assuming you mean like musical minstrels and not minstrels as in like the minstrel black and white show minstrels.
Yeah, just musical ones.
It depends. Ophiel. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Dandelion because Dandelion's great.
He's still kind of a prick though. At the same
Oh, he's a
time.
prick, absolutely, but that's part of his charm.
Yeah.
Can't really think about what other minstrels are with.
My
Haggith.
feeling
Haggith.
is,
Sorry.
my feeling is that like they're kind of just douchebags to people just because they kind of have to be for the career that they choose. Like it seems as if it just comes with like the territory of being a minstrel, I guess.
Kind of. Like, they're not like fools where they get the freedom to, I'm in a school now, where they have the freedom to just, like, you know, do and say whatever the hell they want, and they're protected by the fool's rights and all.
Those
Go
fools.
home. Yeah. Thief. Drop dead. Sorry, just a scratched up desk. Very spooky. Yeah, fools had what was known as fool's rights, which basically meant that they had the ability to say and do whatever the hell they wanted in the presence of the king and not get killed for it. You know, like making fun of the king and queen and courtiers.
I guess it's for fun.
Screwdriver. Yeah, because they were hired. Because they're hired specifically for the purpose of, you know, court entertainment, and it would make no sense to stifle that comedic processing. It's basically like comedians these days trying to be silenced by people because, oh no, you can't say that, that's offensive. Like, back in the Middle Ages, we had this pretty well down pat. Like, a king could call, a fool could call the king whatever the hell they wanted, make fun of them however the hell he wanted, and not have to worry about being executed for insulting the king because, you know, that's his job.
Yeah.
But minstrels obviously were much more constrained. They were obviously hired to be entertainment as well, but they didn't have quite the freedom that a fool had. Excuse me.
I can imagine like Robert Baratheon like having like a whale of a time with the fool. Like he'd be like, "That's yes, my best friend," because like he was the type of guy to like make fun of himself all the time and was like bored by people. He wouldn't say anything back to him aside from Ned, who was like his bestie. It was just like, Ned, everyone else around here bores the hell out of me because no one says what they're actually thinking, and they like avoid telling me the truth because they fear of upsetting me, and like I have to be upset because I'm the king and I can't like find it funny because then people wouldn't take me seriously and would like think I'm an easy target, so I also can't laugh at them.
Yeah.
And like, so like, it's like one thing, it seems as if he's a hard ass because he gets upset at people like saying shit to him that they shouldn't. But like, it seems as if it's the king's job to get upset because if they don't, they won't be taken seriously and people will like have no issue taking them down.
Which is again why fool's rights existed, because everyone knew that, you know, the fool had the freedom to do and say that kind of thing without suffering repercussions. A king could allow it to happen without having to worry about their position being affected in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Because everyone's like, oh, it's just what a fool said, so obviously, you know, that's what they do. Even if it was something they may thoroughly agree with, they still would have to be like, you know, people in the court would still have to be careful about what they said.
Yeah. I guess like
There was a slate.
it would be very stressful to be like a king or queen because, or even just a prince or princess or something, because like you have to be offended all the time at certain things, and I think that would get old really fast. It just like, because mostly because if it were me, I'd be like, I don't really care. Like Like, for example, if my dad was a king or something, I'd be like, I don't really care. Like, he is like a hard ass, you can say if you like, but it also wouldn't reflect well on me or like my family as a whole if I just agreed with them, you know.
Yeah.
I guess that
You
makes
not?
sense why, like, you always see like queens being depicted as being quite harsh towards like servants and stuff because if they bump into them or knock things on them, like they get very upset about it. Whereas like I feel like the average person will say, "Oh, it's okay, it was just an accident," kind of thing, you know. But like a queen isn't supposed to act as if like they should be apologetic to just like a lowly servant because it doesn't reflect well on
Peanut.
them, I suppose. Like there is a difference between being too nasty towards a servant, but like I think they have to have some degree of like, yeah, you shouldn't do that. Please watch where you're going, kind of behavior stuff, you know.
It was a balance, but obviously that's why it's always a shame in modern media when things are depicted in such an unbalanced way where, you know, the king has to just always be shit about stuff.
Yeah.
Right. So, just for anyone who's been paying attention to the conversation and know what's been going on, obviously we got a number of doors we need to unlock, things to do. We've got this here lithograph. Names engraved on a lithograph, the Grim Reaper's list. Yes, the head count is set up, young and old, lined up in order of age. Then the pathway opens, awaiting them, the frenzied uproar, the feast of death. Which obviously makes perfect sense to everyone, as I'm sure it does. Got that room that's full of zodiac shit. There is a slate. Oh, okay. So in terms of age, we're looking at Alberta, Lydia, Edward, Roberta, and Trevor, which, if anyone is paying attention, spells the word alert. So let's see if that is correct. Alert. Paging Dr. Beat. Click, click. How is everybody anyway? So obviously wasn't on yesterday. Haven't been on since Tuesday. I have recovered somewhat from the emotional bitch slapping that was the bad ends for Little Goody Two Shoes. Very little happiness to be found in there, with the exception of that one very happy ending. If you haven't checked it out, I do implore you to do so. Amulet of Solomon. Because there was some good shit in that. His body is laid out on the bed. Don't feel like checking this out. Say it how it is, Harry. Don't feel like it. Examining this corpse. What have we been up to since Tuesday? Ooh. Oh, yes.
Harry,
This.
Lisa, what's the matter with you?
I get it now.
Did you hear PS?
I did.
Why I'm still alive, even though
She's
everyone
currently,
else is
um,
dead.
Sorry about the very important cutscene.
I'm not the only one who's still walking around. I'm the same as them. I just hadn't noticed it before.
Lisa,
Stay by me, Harry. Please. I'm so scared. Help me. Save me from them. Please. Harry.
This shit always sucks. Also, that detail.
son.
Poor girl. Just dragged into this bullshit. And that realization. And then the music sticks. It's a great track though. I forget what it's called. And then fade out. Sorry, yeah, so what were you saying, Beth?
Oh, what?
Whatever it was you were starting to say before.
About the king and queen stuff?
Yeah.
I don't remember now.
Sorry, Beth. But yeah, so what other minstrels are you aware of besides the one in those?
What do you mean, Stalin?
Yeah, because
I think that might be it. I think there's some in Baldur's Gate 3 as well. But I do remember one. I think she might have been not a minstrel, but like a bard, maybe. Is that the same thing?
yeah, kind of. Yeah, I'm sure there's bound to be someone out there who's going to go like, no, they're completely different, but they are pretty much the same.
I feel like the concept is pretty similar.
Well, yeah, I mean they're both traveling musicians.
Maybe the difference is between like a wyvern and a dragon or something.
Well, I mean that's a difference of biology and concept.
But not super different.
I mean, no different than say a lion and a cat.
Oh, that is pretty different though.
Or like an iguana and a gecko. Like same overall family, but different species. If that's the correct order of words, I don't actually remember. I got the screwdriver and I got the amulet. Forgotten what else I need to do.
I was gonna say, like, you know how people say in media that the kings and queens aren't typically balanced, right? I feel like it might just be a pandering thing where, like...
What? Sorry, just what do you mean by aren't particularly balanced?
As in, like, usually they're kind of, like, really harsh to people, especially if they're quite poor. Like, rather than being, like, quite nice to people. But I feel like it might just be pandering where, like, most people don't have good opinions on nobility, for example. Like, especially, like, if they're from a country that has, like, a royal family. Like, most people in the UK don't like the royal family. So I feel like most people are just like, I want you to depict them as, like, awful tyrants so I can just be happy when they get executed or something like that in the show or something. It's just like, I guess so.
Ah, fuck.
Realistically, in, like, history, most kings and queens weren't horrible tyrants. Like, there obviously were some that were, which is why we know about ones and others, but I feel like most of them are probably just very in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, obviously not everyone is like a great monster of history. Most kings and queens were fairly benign.
Yeah. Like, the ones that we know about them for a reason. Like, Henry VIII executing his wives all the time because he wanted a son but never got one.
And creating an entire form of religion so that, well, you only executed to it.
Yeah. But, like, the fact that he executed his wives and was fucked up, so...
Yeah, well, he was a fucked up individual.
Yeah, it's like I'm saying, like, most kings were not like King Henry VIII. If they were, you would hear about a lot more than what you already do.
King George was pretty cool, kind of, I
And
suppose.
it's, like, queens and stuff were not really that
fifth.
bad either. Like, most of them would have been, you know, decent enough people who just treated their, like, servants with some sort of respect and weren't assholes. Like, I really like Downton Abbey for, the way that it shows the Lord and Lady that they're actually quite nice people. Not perfect, obviously, but they treat their servants and stuff with a lot of respect, and they're never like cruel or nasty to them. They're very fair people, and will always give them like second chances or even third chances sometimes, and like they believe them if something goes wrong and don't just immediately think they're guilty just because they're poor and are servants, for example. Like I think they're quite well balanced, like lords and ladies. Like it's pretty cool that they're depicted in this way because I wasn't actually expecting that when we first started watching it. Like I figured they would be quite harsh towards their servants, but they're really not.
Yeah, they're just normal people
Yeah.
who recognize that they are employers, but they also require them for their daily life. Even though the very idea of like a fucking butler who dresses you is fucking bizarre to me.
Yeah, it is strange, but it's just what they're used to. Like, even their daughters are not mean to them. Like, obviously they would have raised them with the ideal that they should respect the people that look after them and give them food and like dress them and stuff. But even the eldest daughter, Mary, who is quite like cruel sometimes and a bit harsh towards people and cold, she's still not an arsehole to the people that serve her, for example. She's quite polite towards them.
Where am I? I have legitimately become a bit confused. Right, so that's the bird cage. Definitely need that. Key for the bird cage. And here is the stupid room where I got attacked a moment ago. So that's the door I need to open. That's the door that is open. That's locked. That's, I need to open that, I need to open that, and I don't have those keys just yet. I need something to open, no, what am I doing? This is not the, damn it. This is where the game actually gets legitimately confusing. It doesn't help not having a map.
You know, I was surprised that Lady Grantham is also quite nice to the servants. Like, you would figure that she would be mean because of how old she is, but she's actually not. Like, even when, like, you know, the youngest one, the youngest servant, whose name I don't remember now.
Neither do I right now.
Was like, she was quite nice to her and was
Ooh,
wondering why she was crying, you know?
Sorry, reading time. There is a diary on the floor. Ask doctor to let me quit being in charge of that patient. It's too weird. Still alive, but with wounds that won't heal. Told the doctor I'd quit. Won't work at that hospital anymore. The room is filled with insects. Even with doors and windows shut, they get in to spite me. To the hospital. Feeling bad. Need to throw up. But nothing comes out. Vomiting only bile. Blood and pus flow from the bathroom faucet. I try to stop it, but it won't turn off. Need drug. Help me. So that was the diary of Laura. Not
Daisy,
Laura.
that's the name.
Yeah, not Laura. What was her name? Completely forgotten already. Daisy throwing me off.
Sorry.
Thingy that was just there. So she, if you recall, damn it, on that one. If you recall, we found the evidence of the drugs hiding around. She is part of a thing, an operation that's been run by Dr. Kaufman to essentially. Don't like that, no sir. No sir, do not like that sound. Libra Pisces 02. No sir. 10. Peanut. No need for talkings. That's Mummy's donut. Leave it alone. 4.
Fuck yeah, I got that.
Fuck yeah, donut. What does the thing say?
Shut up.
Why?
No, you picked out, you know.
Oh yeah, I forgot this has analog control.
No, I know.
2, 10, 0, 4. Don't remember what that's supposed to be. Obviously missing a clue. But that is clearly... Oh, what's it called? Oh yeah. So, Nurse is being controlled by the drugs, or being forced to have the drugs, and has been put in charge of a specific patient. Grimly could live in order of age, pathway opens away in the abrupt feast of death. We've done that. I will be damned. I actually cannot recall what I've got to do next.
We've been starting watching Twin Peaks, by the way.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Paige finally, after many months of subtly hinting at it in,
I mean, you.
yeah, me, in conversation, finally managed to get Paige to suggest we watch Twin Peaks the other day.
It's so good.
And so we started. Which is part of what we were trying to do yesterday when the power went off.
Yeah, but we did watch an episode.
Yes. Paige has not seen it all the way through. I love me some Twin Peaks, obviously, because I love me some David Lynch and some Carl McLachlan.
It's so funny, but also kind of sad.
That's not that door. We go back out the way we came from. No, we can't. The lift is broken. Fuck. I'm definitely done with this room. Yes, there's nothing else hanging out that I needed to check.
My love for Krispy Kreme knows no bounds.
Not even the bounds of me.
No. And in terms of food, really, but not anything else.
Don't you start, Peanut. She has been a wonderful pain in the ass the last few, 36 hours or so.
Yeah. She made me cry several times today because I just was getting so frustrated. I wanted to rip my fucking hair out. She wouldn't stop barking, and it was just the worst. But we think she's probably all keyed up because of the storm last night, but she was losing her mind.
Yeah, she was getting to me last night as well when Paige had to sleep, and Peanut and I were in here having a bit of a read. And of course it didn't help that there was some sort of emergency downstairs, which led to a bunch of people running around and just generally causing mischief. Okay, definitely not that. How about this? Not that. Glass in the way, can it break? Sit no. Can't believe I need to do this, but I'm going to have to look for a hint because I am stumped. I don't want to take the piss, but Lisa, that was her name. Oh, apparently you need to know your astrologies.
Oh.
There's a puzzle I need to solve involving astrology. I need to figure out what the numbers are.
I kind of hate astrology. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm not a big fan. It doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, it doesn't make sense in the sense that the position of stars does not affect shit.
It doesn't even make sense why that would be a thing. It's kind of like saying the moon dictates your period. It's like, no, it fucking doesn't.
But the moon does have a physical effect on the Earth, though. So, although it has nothing to do with your period, at least the moon does have a permanent physical presence that does affect our daily lives. Unlike astrology.
Yeah, there were like girls in their early 20s and younger who generally believe in astrology. Like, at first I thought it was a joke, but like there are lots of young women who genuinely believe that the placement of stars has an effect on like your life and who you are as a person.
Right, so if the Libra is number 2, then Cancer is number 10. Okay, fuck that. Immediately lost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Huh? I am literally looking at a zodiac chart. And immediately this doesn't make any sense. Because if it's trying to tell me that Cancer is the 10th position, Libra is the 2nd position, and Aries is the 4th? What? That doesn't make any sense. Also, why is this thing going counterclockwise? Am I looking at a bad one? Is that a bad chart? Right, so that is Aries. Assuming that Aries is number 4. And that's Pisces, which is number 0. Which is right next to Aries. What the fuck does that even mean? What? Wait. Aries and Libra. Aries is 4. Libra is 2. Okay, no, that doesn't make sense. I thought they might be. If it's opposites. 10. Cancer 10. Capricorn. Capricorn? That's not a Capricorn. Can I read this? Is that plaque a thing? No? Are you a Cap? That's not a Capricorn. That's a babies. That's a 2 babies. That's a Gemini. Sagittarius? Huh? Cancer 10. 4? Cancer 410? This doesn't make any sense.
That's because astrology makes no sense.
What does this even mean?
You know,
8.
I feel like astrology is on the same level as like fortune tellers who do like cold calling bullshit, where it's
Called
like,
reading.
Yeah, or it's like because they're vague human traits that could apply to literally anyone. And I feel like it's in the very same vein of it because you believe it because it's something that seems as if it could apply to anyone.
Well, yeah, horoscopes are written using the exact same methods. That's why anyone can write a horoscope.
Yeah, like that's why I don't understand people who are genuinely serious that they won't date someone who's like a like, I don't know, Sagittarius and you're like a Leo, so I guess it's not gonna work out. Like, that makes no fucking sense.
signs.
It makes no sense. Like, so I'm a Cancer and are you also Cancer?
Yeah, we're both Cancer.
Yeah, so like, to some people that would mean something's wrong because we both have the same star sign.
Maybe? I don't even know how that works.
I used to, like, vaguely believe in it when I was, like, very young teenager or preteen. But, like, it makes sense when you're that age because you're just exploring stuff and, you know, learning about different parts of the world and, like, things and, like, social stuff, right? It makes sense that you would at a very young age. But when you're a fully grown adult with a fully developed brain, it makes no sense where you would genuinely believe that. I don't get it.
10, 2, wait, 0, 2, 4. Oh, wait, I don't think that actually makes sense, does it?
I reckon so many girls would be like, I know that Harry Styles is like the wrong star sign for me, but he's Harry Styles, so I guess it doesn't matter. Like, I love him anyway.
Still don't know who the hell Harry Styles is. Doesn't matter how many times you try and explain it to me, I have no idea and I don't give a fuck. Ten, 8? No. Yes, please. 4, 7. The fuck is this? Do not understand. I'm even looking at the solution right now and it doesn't make any fucking sense. Ugh.
Watch a YouTube video
Why?
so that it tells you what to do.
Well, I know what the answer is now that I've looked at it. Thank you. Sorry. 6, 4, 8. Apparently, is the solution. How and why 4, but that's already 4. Doesn't make any sense. 6, 4, 8, whatever. 6.
Don't lick the can.
4.
Does anyone else have any dogs that just lick cans?
Wait, condensation. Okay, so apparently that was a solution. Don't even remember putting any of it in, but whatever. We're done. We're out of here. Let's pretend that never happened. Shall we? We can. Oh, fuck! It startled me, sorry.
Poppy, for some reason, like, whenever she hears a can opening, she charges and wants to immediately.
Who does?
Poppy.
Poppy.
You know
Hey,
what
yeah, I know Poppy. Just didn't hear that part first time on account of the fact that I was screaming like a child. Because I was startled. Hello.
I can't wait to see them tomorrow. We're dog sitting tomorrow. It's so exciting.
Hell yeah, we are. We're gonna have
KFC as a
Blue,
treat.
and we're gonna have Poppy, and we're gonna have you. Yeah, yes, you too. She's just nodding at me. Belly, belly, belly.
Yeah, Peter's
Let's
gonna
do
get
this.
her doggy play.
Yeah, she love it.
She gets so excited. Poppy is her best friend.
They love each other.
Poppy's only a few months old, but Peanut like took a very strong liking to her very quickly.
Which was amazing considering she'd never been around a puppy like that since she was herself a puppy.
Yeah, it's very sweet.
Haggith. Where's the Haggith door? Haggith door is down here. You know, I used to have a lisp.
Oh, she curled up in your lap.
She did. She sat down rather heavily on my testicles.
Well, at least she didn't bite her or anything.
Thank Christ. Although she has clawed at them before, which was not pleasant.
Not intentionally.
No, very intentionally.
What do you mean?
Why are you licking my finger? Making it very difficult to play game. Hello. 2.
I wonder if I'm just like a very boring person because, like,
Oh, you. Yeah. She just growled. See?
because like I want to like say stuff to people when they believe in astrology and stuff like religion. I'm just like, but I don't say anything because that would make me an asshole. Like it doesn't affect
That doesn't
me
make
if they believe in it or
Peanut.
not. It's just I don't like
Peanut.
Peanut. Come here.
But it doesn't make you a boring person. It just makes you a realist.
I suppose I just feel like it's probably not what teenage me would have liked me to be. I feel like teenage me would be like, oh, you don't even like believe in anything like that. Like you don't have like you don't have kind of like a strange way of thinking. I'm just like, not really. Like.
Well, here's my response to that. Teenage me was a dumbass. I certainly wouldn't want to try and live up to his expectations. I would have... No one needs to live up to teenage me's expectations. Like, fuck him. So, if I were you, I wouldn't worry about it. The crest of
To
Mercury.
be fair, teenage me had a lot of internalized misogyny, and I don't anymore, so...
Teenage me had a lot of angst.
Teenage me was just like, believed
Ow.
that it didn't matter
We're
if,
reading a
like,
contract.
that Jack the Ripper had, like, killed prostitutes because they were prostitutes, so who cared? I'm genuinely serious, that is how I thought. Admittedly, I was 13 at the time, so I was more stupid than, like, a 16-year-old, I suppose, but...
Ow, Peanut.
But, like, yeah, I'm glad I don't think that way anymore.
Will you either settle down or stop walking all over my balls, please? Very uncomfortable. To say the least. I love you, but please, ow. You can stay there if you settle down.
Just staring at you like, what?
But I like to stamp all over... No. Fuck.
What, sorry.
That scared me.
Sorry, I was just trying to get her over here so she wasn't...
Yeah, it wasn't a distraction. It was her immediate jumping off my balls that I wanted to avoid.
Sorry.
It's alright. Luckily, it wasn't that bad. I've suffered worse. All I can say is it's a fucking shame I don't have a ball stamping kink.
I feel like even if you did, that would be very, like, circumstantial. Like, you probably wouldn't be turned on just because a dog stamped.
I'm not talking about being turned on. I'd at least find it pleasurable.
I mean, I guess, but again, I feel like a lot of kinks are probably situational and circumstantial, aren't they? Like, I don't think that someone would be turned on by a dog standing on their balls just because they had a ball stamping kink.
No, but the pain of it would certainly be less awful.
I mean, yeah, because they'd be used to it, right? So.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Can't use the flashy camera here.
Although I just feel like with dogs, because they have small, like, paws.
Doesn't matter, I assure you.
But, like, wouldn't it just be, like...
Still
wouldn't it be
fucking
more,
hurts.
No, I just mean it would be more painful even if you were used to it, because it'd be, like, a concentrated area of pain.
Possible.
Rather than, like, a broader... Because it's very pinpoint, right?
Yeah. And very sudden. Fuck. No. Synchronized. Synchronized. There we go. I'm making a right royal hash of this tonight. I hope you're all entertained. Kick. Ooh, that must have been painful. But I'm not gonna lie, I got a little bit of satisfaction out of it. That bed's fucked up. What's this? Steel plated, screwed to the wall. Remember that from earlier? Because I certainly forgot. There is a key. The electricity is flowing through the key. I will get shocked. It is shocking. Must find a way to stop myself from getting electrocuted by key. I got a joke for you, babe. What's the difference between a good joke and a bad joke? Timing.
Oh yeah, I remember you doing that.
I was hoping you'd have forgotten.
I did, but then just remembered. was gonna say, I guess a bad joke doesn't make you laugh, but that'd be too obvious, I suppose.
Where did the lift go? Need to go back upstairs now.
I feel like religion and astrology are very closely linked.
No.
Bullshit.
No, not at all. Because religion ascribes all of life's happenings to a singular being or group of beings, and astrology ascribes randomness. Ascribes the directions and fate of your own life to the stars. Like, one is saying that there is order in chaos, and the other is saying that chaos is ordered by this thing or these things. Because I can alter what are they worshipping.
I suppose, maybe I'll put it that way. But I'm neither religious or whatever the fuck you would call,
Silly.
yeah, whatever. Because it's not spiritualist, really.
Well, yeah, it is spiritualism.
I guess so. Like,
I think it falls into the realm of spiritualism.
I would say I am kind of spiritualist, but not in that way. Like, there are certain things I do believe, but astrology ain't one of them.
Spirit moves through things, spirit moves through things, spirit moves through things.
What's that?
It's Science by System of a Down. Spirit moves through things, spirit moves through things, spirit moves through things.
Yeah, but what is he saying?
Spirit moves through things.
Oh, I can't really
Spirit
understand.
moves through things, spirit moves through things, spirit moves through things, spirit moves through things.
I love Surge, but a lot of the time I can't understand what he's saying.
Spirit moves through things, spirit moves through things, science has failed, our mother wrath.
I don't think it's just the accent, I think it's just the way that he sings, probably. Because, like, I've heard him talk, and he's not difficult to understand or anything.
Yeah, cool dude. I want to go to his coffee shop.
He has a coffee shop?
He has a coffee shop.
Cool. I bet it's expensive. Huh?
Probably not. Surge.
Hmm.
I imagine it's quite reasonably priced.
Well, because anti-capitalist, right?
Yes.
That's a political man right there.
How am I back on this floor? What the hell? This isn't where I wanted to be at all. Oh no, I gotta sneeze. Oh no. Oh no. Excuse me. What?
I sneezed a few times today as well. Peter just
Peanut.
stared at me.
Oh
She's
wait.
like, she thinks she has
No.
authority on who sneezes. Peanut, no. You'll be sent out. Hello. Oh. Okay. You giving me kisses so I don't send you out, huh? No. You behave. Quiet.
Now I'm back to Lost again. I've had a pain in my jaw all damn day.
You okay? Did you like stretch or something when you ate?
I know. It hurts down here. So it's not like on like the joint or anything, or in the tendons or muscles.
Because of your gums?
Oh. No.
Ow, fuck! My ears! Stop it. Settle down.
Must have missed something up here. Must have missed something up here. She cute. Did anyone watch and enjoy the video I posted on Twitter the other day? It corresponded to, I think it was Little Goody Two Shoes. She just decided to jump up on my face. If you guys want to see what it looks like when she's doing the whole up in my face thing, that is now available for your viewing pleasure. You can see my horrendous face. And Peanut's adorable one.
I have horrendous face. You have a very handsome
Thank you, gorgeous.
face. Yes, I will hunt him down. He says otherwise.
You heard it here first, folks. You in trouble. Oh, back here again somehow. Definitely missing something. Spoopy. Where did I leave that lift? And not this way, that's for sure. Is that the lift? Please let that be the lift. Almost been at this an hour and I feel like I've made no progress. I always seem to like hit a wall when I get to this part because it's very baffling. What did I miss? So we got patterns. Oh, light to the future. I got a light. Oh, what? Was it telling me something maybe? Ah. Oh. Triangle, backwards L, arrow. I'm assuming we know what that means. Oh, okay. Yes. We do the same on this side. The light illuminating the darkness. Ah, so bright. Plus. N plus triangle. Don't sneeze on. No. No.
Peanut, no.
No.
Stop misbehaving.
We love you, PP, but no.
You'll shut your gob.
That too. Ow. Dash my balls. Gonna go left. Why have you got both feet on my left hand? Ah, fuck. Oh. Ooh.
You okay, babe?
She had both feet on my left testicle, and then she moved and put both of her back feet on my right. I feel abused.
Peanut.
Peanut, stop. Birdcage key. No, stop
Peanut,
it.
enough.
Hey,
You'll be kicked out.
you will. I authorize it. On the pain of my balls.
Stop it.
A hill fight.
I don't know if you crap. You've been doing this all fucking day. Shut up.
Brutal. What's this? Is that not something? No. Looks like it should be something, but it is not something. Weird. Is there really nothing in here? Oh, it's humping time.
Well, she's not bothering me.
There is a place mark in the book. White
Shut
Claudia, perennial herb found near water, reaches height of 10 to 15 inches, oblong leaves, white blossoms. Seeds contain hallucinogen. Ancient records show it was used for religious ceremonies. The hallucinogenic effect was key. See, it was drugs. Drugs are called Claudia. I knew a Claudia.
I like Claudia. I want it
Maybe. It's alright.
I think it's pretty.
Claudia.
Valentine.
But yes, once again, to reiterate, Sybil's claim that it was drugs, it was drugs. Dr. Kaufman has been feeding drugs to people in Silent Hill. Wow, that is now that is the epitome of doggy style, really, right there.
Yeah. She's taking it into the crate.
Really? That's a first.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can see.
Wow.
I can see her head just coming out as she humps it from inside.
Wow. Normally she likes to do it in full view of everyone, but now she's taking it to her bedroom.
Yeah.
Creepy.
I can just see the hips moving now.
Gross.
You have an awful day.
Where are you, monsters? They... Oh, it's a child. It's a little ghost child. Creepy! Now we're in a kitchen. That makes perfect sense. What's that? Nothing. Who puts a fridge right there in the middle of the kitchen? You clearly do not like whoever works on the... what's it called? The chain is missing a link. The dagger of Melchior. Ring of contract. We have fixed the fridge. Fuck knows why I needed to do that, but I think I recall there being a monster inside. We will never know, thankfully. Be glad about that. Get off me, child ghost. Oop. It's locked. The word Bethel. Nothing useful in the boxes, but there is a box of ammunition. How am I doing for ammunitions? I always go the wrong way. 150. Also, yes, I was looking into it and I learned that I missed the rifle. Oh well. Nothing helpful. How my health doing? What that health do?
That helped you.
What that health do?
Peanut's falling asleep on her. That helped you.
So much humping. Exhausted now. VCR. It's old but usable. I wonder, can we watch the video cassette again? What happens if we watch it again? Extra spoopy? Oh shit.
Still has an unusually high feed
eyes don't open. Getting a pulse, but just barely breathing. Her skin is all charred. Even when I change the bandages, the blood and pus just start oozing through.
Grim.
Why? What is keeping that child alive? I can't stand it any longer. I won't tell a soul. Promise. Please.
So if you recall, the last time we watched that video, it was a garbled mess, but that's what was actually on it. It was Lisa talking about some patient who's covered in blood and pus. A child who probably should not be alive. What could it mean? Oh. Ah, yes. The perfectly natural ravings of a child. That wasn't spooky at all. I didn't poo myself even a little bit. There is an Ankh. Just gonna pretend that room never happened. Get off me, demon child! I think I've gone the wrong way. Anything in here? Oh, this place is super neat. Nothing unusual, other than the fact that nothing looks like shit. Cards are scattered on the floor. Child's drawings are scattered on the floor. A dress. Girl's clothes hang on the wall. 6, maybe 7. Must be a kid about that age. He would know because he has a child who is 6, 7 years old. Short. Has black hair. There are old fairy tales, picture books of animals and plants on the shelf. Why, I wonder. No, nothing interesting to say about the bug wall. None of this stuff is of any use. It's locked. Thou possess them to guide thy spirit, evoke 5 rights, unveil thy fate. Do I have 5 rights? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm missing 1. What more do we have? It's locked. The word Arteron. Get off me, child. I know I don't have a map place of this map. You heard me. I'm not correct. So I've unlocked all of those doors.
You know, when I was thinking about Handmaid's Tale and how it would fail and stuff,
Yes.
my other thing is like an emotional aspect is that like obviously people in charge say that yeah, the first generation of handmaids will be tough because they remember the time before, and so like the second generation will be better but still not as good as